Alright, we're in Ron's shop today and I'm going to talk a little bit. I've had a lot of guys ask me about should they just replace their master clutch cylinders or master brake cylinders and their slave cylinders. Now I freed up today off of what I'm doing on my GT6 here. I pulled the slave cylinder out of there, and I've been freeing these up for a lot of years. And if you're going to do them, what you need is you need at least one of these honers, a small honer. Any three of these type of honers will work. If you can get your hands on a punch like this, this actually came out of a machine shop, and it's helped me out of more jams. And I do all my slave cylinders, brake slave cylinders, knock the pistons down with this end right here. It's beveled on the edges so you don't hurt the walls when you're tapping on your piston to try to get it freed up so you can get it out and hone your cylinder. So that's handy, and a very small screwdriver is handy too, and I'll get into that a little bit later, but essentially, well, I'll get into it now. Essentially, it is when you go to soak this, you want to soak your slave cylinders overnight, and I find that biodiesel is the best stuff. It's easy on your rubber boots inside, or rubber piston, whatever you want to call it, the piston sealer. But you remove both your bleeder and your line connectors, and you pull your boots off. This one's in trashy condition. This one would work because I freed it up good, as you can see. But you pull the spring out, and it's a clip spring, a circlip, and you set it overnight in your bio or a diesel fuel, and it will really loosen things up. It helps a lot. Alright, now the other trick is, once you've let it sit overnight, you want to get this piston moving. Here you are, it's stuck. Well, what you want to do is set it in your vise. Boom, straight up and down. Now imagine I already got my circlip out, and you fit this right on the edge. See that? Right on the edge. And it'll probably, like for me, it was stuck about halfway down like that. Well, you want to get that secured to the side wall, but you know, and take a small hammer. This is about patience. This isn't about hurry up and get it done. You want a small ball peen hammer like this, and you tap and tap, 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 tap. Go around that whole edge. Tap, 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 tap. And then after you've done that for about 3 minutes, tapping around, letting your diesel fluid set in there, then you turn this around, put it in the direct center, and then you can give it a little harder whack, and if it won't just free up right away like this. But if you can get this to move down as far as you can, down the cylinder, all the way down, you're doing good. Then what you want to do is turn it around, and you're going to pull these off. Now, I'll show you. Tighten it up just a little bit. You don't want to crack your aluminum here. Alright. Ah, dang it. Tighten it up a little more. Alright, loosen that up. Boom, boom, boom. Take it out. Once you get your bleeder out, get your line connector off. And what you'll see is 2 holes in here. It's where your fluid goes, but you can get access to the piston. Now here's the deal. If you're really broke and you're really not trying to damage anything at all, like the rubber piston that's in there, or the piston sealer, you want to try get this down in the hole and see if you can find the center of your piston and stay away from the rubber sealer. But if you're careful, you can kind of manipulate this and go in between the string and get in the center of the piston. And what you're going to do is lightly, and I'm talking lightly, what I would do is spray some WD-40 in here before you start with this little screwdriver. You very lightly are tapping with this hammer. Now, if that doesn't work, then pull it out of the vise and tap the sides. You know, rattle it a little bit to get that, get the piston to loosen up that rubber. The rubber is what really gets stuck in there. And just keep doing it, and then you come back, and if you can get in here and get it to move a little bit, you're tapping on the top of your little screwdriver. These break easy, so you don't want to be wailing on it, but you just go back and forth on each side of the piston. You get it to move a little bit, you're home free. Because if you can get that to move a 1/4 inch back down the other way, you can flip it around, throw some WD on the other side, and tap it back down. You're clearing the junk out, the corrosion and stuff on the inside of the piston. Once you've done all that, then you hone the whole piston. But when you first start out, and if it's stuck down in the middle, pull that circlip out, and you take one of these honers on a drill, and you go forwards and backwards with a little diesel fuel or WD on it, forwards and backwards, just a little ways in there to start clearing the cylinder. As you can see, I'm all cleared out and it's nicely honed. So that's just a tip. This is a really long video, and sorry about that. Hope you learned something. Bye for now.